the piece that I think underscores a lot of that, what you just said about how we hold ourselves responsible for our children's behavior, um, that like for me really made a difference in my second reading of the book. I read it a couple of years ago and I was telling Josephine about it, so I reread it for this, and somehow this time it stuck. This piece of expect your children to misbehave. I'm going to put that in air quotes because
Yeah,
expect them to behave in crazy ways because their brains are underdeveloped. They don't have that sense. They don't have the prefrontal cortical development of a more mature child. So if you just expect them to be bonkers and lose it sometimes and act nuts, then your attitude towards it shifts, and then your anger, frustration, shame doesn't fuel the fire of their dysregulation and then make their behavior even worse. Um,
exactly.
and in short, I love this. This is my favorite new acronym, Mr. Chaz, who does conscious discipline. He's great. He's worth a follow. He says, Q-tip, quit taking it personally.
Yes.
Q-tip. And I'll just like text people pictures of Q-tips to be like, dude, it's not on you. It's your kid's little dysregulated brain. And if you can just be like, oh yeah, they're gonna do that because their executive function is non-existent at least until they're 5, 6, 7, and then another 20 years after that before it gets good, if you're lucky, then oh, you poor thing. That looks really
Yeah.
uncomfortable. How can I help you with that? As opposed to this, we all know what that feels like when your child throws a fit and you feel the anger. um, a dysregulated parent can't regulate a dysregulated child, so just quit taking it personally or expect them to behave nuts. That's a game changer, I think, for so many anxious, worried parents who feel really judged if their children are acting in developmentally appropriate ways.